What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the shop. Man, I couldn't take it. We're going to try to clean up this 1966 two-burner military stove. And I did start taking it apart, but it goes up in this frame, and it's sort of big. It's hard to get in the picture, but they ain't but 4 bolts that held it into the frame. There's one on each side and on this end too. I took them out, then I had to work it out the bottom is the way I did it, so I could get to the valves. And I tell you what I'm going to do too, and this is important, is I'm going to take a picture of the way these valve stems are set in there and the angle, so when I go to put them back in, you know, we'll be all right. We'll have it back. But hey, I'll be back, man. I got to take a picture. All right. Man, I tell you what we're going to do first thing is these, the knobs are just tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pressurize it up, and I'm going to try to back off because I might need to put packing. I don't know. I've got packing that came with it. I don't want to use it. I've got some 220 packing, and I wonder if this takes the same packing as a 220 lantern. So I might compare some of the parts I got with the packing that I know is for the stove that came with the spare parts, and we'll go from there. But let's see if I can loosen them. I mean, I got the stove like this, you know. I just want to see how much somebody just over tightened them or what. Never took one of these apart, so it's learning. Let's just start with this side. Whoop, wrong. 9/16, I believe. It's weird, I loosened it and it's not really leaking. Weird, I lose that and it don't really make a difference. So I'm gonna let the pressure out. We're going to remove these valves, and I'm going to put it in the citric acid. This first thing first, we'll take off our knobs. The stove works like it is, but I just want to clean it up a little bit. I think it needs cleaning up. I know it runs, but I don't like that the valves are tough. I like it, you know, to be more smooth. That one's hard to get off. Well, a little love never hurt this thing. I'll tell you something else I'm going to do. I don't want to repaint the frame, but it has a little surface rust on it. And after that citric acid gets to boiling, I might dip the frame for about 5 minutes on each side. I'll have to put it in twice because it's so big. And just to loosen up some of that rust. Let me see here. This is going to be the test. I got to hold this to Loosen this, and you know what's weird is the fuel wouldn't pour right out of this, which is weird. Turn that sideways. I'm going to use these. Do it like that. Get a grip on it. Now, well, I said I was. There it goes. See how I did that. It won't fit in the lantern vise, but we got to get it off, and it's tough. Oh, that's tough too. There we go. I might use a thinner rag. You know, I like the protection of that big, thick rag. I don't want it to get wrapped up. Maybe I'll double this when I use these a lot anyway. Just double it up there. Remember, you start on something like this, just don't get in a hurry. Just take your time. Not quite ready to spin out. You know, I ain't putting vice grips. These are just some big channel locks. And they're not super tight. I'm just putting it on there. And I'm doing really the turning by pulling the tank. I'm trying to anyway. Oh, that's better. We might get her rolling now. Do you know what I'm going to do before I pull that out? Because I'm afraid I'll have fuel leaking everywhere. I think it's loose enough that I can get it out with my hand. I'm going to go ahead and loosen this other one. I think that's the smart thing to do. Tell you what, these have been a good tool to have. They're huge, but I use these a lot. Oh, this one's a lot easier. Oh yeah. You know what I was just thinking? Well, they're probably the same. It's not really too bad looking. Yeah. Just can't take it. We're going to clean her up. Make it look like something anyway. All right. You know what? We're going to do the same thing like we do for lanterns. Well, let me be right back. All right, we're back. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this. I took 9/16. There's a nut in here. when I moved it, it just moved a little bit, each way. I don't know exactly what's going on with it, so I'm not going to force it. What I am going to do is take off the pickup tube, fuel pickup here, and I'm going to just put the whole assembly. Let me pay attention right here to make sure. Okay. You see here. I'm going to boil it just like that. And I might take one of these knobs and open the valve up and just let it get all in there to clean the grit and stuff out. I don't know what if somebody's put something in there that's not the right packing. Maybe too much graphite tape. I don't know. But that's how we're going to start, because if something needs to be loosened up, most time when you boil it, it will loosen it up. If you're having trouble turning something. Like I say, the stove worked before I did this, so if it's not broke, don't fix it, sort of say. I mean, you know. So I'm not going to force nothing because I know it works. I just want to clean it up. And if we can, you know, learn along the way, we're going to learn along the way. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take these and put them right down in the boiling citric acid, just like this. And I open the valves up and we'll see what happens. All right, I'll be back, man. All right, here we are back. Parts have been boiling. These little pieces, they just came out. That's how much gunk is in it. This thing smelled like pure varnish. Let's see here. Get a little steel wool to this. But this piece, a while ago, you know, I was trying to do the bolt. Had it in the heat now. Look at there. It's coming right off. We're going to go ahead and take it on apart to clean it and see what we're looking at. Oh yeah. A needle. Let's see here. Where's that steel wool at? Somebody had some old gas in this thing. It's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. I'm gonna get some new steel wool. Be careful with that needle. Look here, son. Need a little piece. There, real careful with it. See what's going on here. Put a little pressure on it, see if this comes off. That generator has to come out. Let's see if this will do it. Holding the bolt. No. Now that's weird. That is weird. Huh. That generator ought to pop right out. You would think. Huh. Well, how are you supposed to put a new generator in them? It don't just pop out. No, we don't want to do that. Oh, I see, that's built into it. I'm bending these little pieces. I believe I about have to get it to move. The one piece appears to be like welded or attached to the frame. So let's see. Yeah, see right there? That is actually attached to the frame. So this is what I'm looking at. I'm here to tell you that something's up with this. All right. Instead of wasting time on the video, see this right here is the generator nut. It's actually, this is built into it. And why the generator ain't just popping down, this should just sit on top of it. I think it's so gunked up. Might try a little heat. I'll be back. I'll tell you what I done. Okay, we're back. I put the heat on it. This bell does screw away I shouldn't have had to do that. But at least I can get in there to clean it now. Like I say, I've never been into one of these. And there we go. Now, there is your generator. This is your generator nut. So this is going to make for a lot easier cleaning anyway. So I wanted to make note of that. Man, the awfulest bunch of gunk was down on this stove. And even though it was running, and this generator don't look great, but I don't want to use my other generator. It was running. Now that we know how to change one out, I'm just going to clean this stuff up and I'll be back, man. Alright folks, we're back. Got this burner took apart, cleaned up a little bit. See, here's the other one I hadn't ducked it yet, so you can see it's come a little ways. Man, I tell you what, it's simple, but it's not simple. I wished I hadn't have done that, but I did. I got it fixed back, but now we know. But it was stuck. Man, I had to do what I had to do. It was stuck. But now I know how it goes together. This just screws off in the nut. This whole piece, you just grab it and screw it right off. But man, I did run into something with the fuel pickup, and it's my fault. Put the spring in backwards and got it hemmed up in there, and I went to try to pull it out with some pliers and pulled the stem out, man, and the spring and the tip was up in there, and I've been working on it for a little bit, but I just, by the luck of God, just pure luck, I got it out and I got it stick and I got it back working. My dumb stuff. So lesson learned, and I should have took my time. I shouldn't have. I forced it a little bit. Lesson learned. So we're going to move on to the next one, and you know what, let's just see if I can do it. Okay, see, we're going to see if we can do this one the right way. It looks like we can. At least I can show you. Come on. Oh, it's spinning. That's why it ain't doing nothing. So it's probably going to be stuck too. Let me see if I can tighten it. Alright, now let's try it. Is the generator spinning? Yes, the generator is spinning. So let's just take the generator off first then. So we got the 7/16 on the bottom generator nut. So the generator nut, gotta keep spinning the nut itself. Let's see here. Yep, and the needle stayed behind. Now the needle, we turn it up, the needle's got a little square piece on it right here. I just took the needle nose, grabbed to it, and twisted, and it screws out. So the needle just screws out. Like so. I'll lay it down here. Now, that being said, we're going to have to, what did I do? I'm getting too big of a mess out here. We're going to have to reach in here. This is how this thing's been sitting. It's old. It won't be like this next time. It'll come apart right, but got to grab that generator and twist this. And she's coming out. Ain't no telling how much bacon grease is stuck down in this thing, you know. There we go. And that stays all one piece. Your generator nut comes right off the top. And there we go. So, that being said, I am going to clean this stuff up and I'll be back, man. Folks, we're back and got number 2 cleaned up. Number 1, number 2. So, now, we're just going to put them back in the tank. You seen how I put them off? There's no need for me to drag you through it. But we're going to put these back in the tank and I'll be right back. Well, we got her put back together. Let me show you. But if you'll notice, I got a screw missing. See? And when I was putting them in, I flipped it over and it's somewhere down here in the shop floor. But I've done been crawling around. I ain't found it yet, so I've got to search for it. But it's just one screw, and I think we can go ahead and see if it'll fire. See if it'll run any better. Let's see. And I'm gonna try to do it outside. And I'm going to try to do it with the phone. I think I'm going to try to do it outside. I don't know how I'll film with the phone if I do it that way. So I might end up test firing it out there and bringing it back in here and firing it back up just to show you if I can't get the phone. But anyway, all right, let's fire this thing up.